Hello, welcome back to the channel. Coming up in this episode.
But it was -1, and on the way there, my left hand glove failed. I shouldn't run out of juice next time I'm doing a vlog, and my hands shouldn't freeze to pieces as well.
Well, you know this is gonna be good, so let's get into it. Cue the intro.
Well, yesterday I went off to the seaside, and do you know what? It was absolutely fantastic, but it was -1, and on the way there, my left hand glove failed, and it literally had no heat going to it, and my hand was in pain. And then on the way back, when it got dark and the temperatures dropped, it was literally like someone was stabbing my fingers. I changed over to my other gloves in the end, because I was like, oh, it's better to at least have something a little bit thicker. And they were freezing as well. I almost had to stop. I was literally in pain. So what I've decided to do today is go and get some new heated gloves. Now I'm going to go to the bike shop. I'm going to literally buy the best heated gloves I can get my hands on, and we'll test them out, because these have been good. To be fair, they've lasted me a few years, but at the same time, at that kind of temperature, it's still not the best in the world. Now, these were cheap. I got them from a bike show, and at the end of the day, cheap is good, but hopefully expensive ones are going to really help me with this winter riding. So let's go pick up some awesome new gloves and let's test them out. Well, on offer for £169, I picked myself up some Rst Paragon, and I'm looking forward to testing these out, because this is the highest rated on the reviews that I could see when I checked online. So this should be absolutely awesome, and I should not get cold hands in the future. And I reckon that the batteries from my old one will fit this one as well. So that means I've got a second set of batteries. That means I shouldn't run out of juice next time I'm doing a vlog, and my hands shouldn't freeze to pieces as well. Anyway, let's get back, let's get them charged, and let's see if these Rst gloves are any good. Okay, so initial feel of these, putting them on, they feel really well made. They feel warm already. Obviously I'm not outside, but they do feel like they're going to hold the heat really well. They've got that kind of leather kind of style to it as well. Obviously being Rst, they're going to be really well made, and they're going to be really good. Now the thing of it is they've got the little toggle on the back, so you can pull it up tight to make sure that they're watertight. It's got a button just here on the front. You hold that down, the light comes on, and they've got 3 different heat settings. So I'm charging up the batteries, I'm going to put them in, I'm going to jump on the bike and see what these gloves actually feel like, and see if they're a massive improvement. But initially, getting them out of the packaging, trying them on, they feel good. Like, that's a nice glove. Okay, so we're off, and these gloves feel really nice and snug, definitely. It's nice to get them out in the real world. Now, they're currently switched off, and what I'm going to do is let them get a little bit cool first before I switch them on, and then see how quickly they are to heat up. In regards to battery life, they took about an hour from out of the box. I don't know how much charge they come with, but an hour they were fully charged and ready to go. Now, the batteries on these, on the red setting, there's 3 settings. On the red setting, that claims to get these to 60 Celsius. That's quite hot on the red setting, and that will last for 240 minutes. 50 Celsius, that's the middle setting on this. That will last for 265 minutes, and then 40, that's the lowest, that to be honest in most conditions is what you're going to use just to keep your hands warm. That's 270 minutes, and that's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all for little batteries that go into this. The plus side to the batteries on this as well is that you can get Chinese versions of the batteries off of eBay, and they're the same that are what are in my previous gloves. So you can pick up an extra pack of batteries for these, like 30 quid. Off of eBay, and then you're laughing, because then you know you've got 2 lots if these ever run out at all. Then there's some of the other features that obviously these gloves have got. They've got a little wiper just here that you can wipe your visor with, and to be honest, when it's peeing it down and you want a quick wipe, that is actually brilliant. They are fantastic to have a little wiper on there. Obviously they've got the hard knuckles as well, what's quite good in case, you know, you're in trouble. No, of course, to protect yourself if you fall off the bike. Happy days. And like I said, these are like super duperly quality gloves. Really impressed with them so far. The build quality and the feel of them look really good. They're quite tight around the wrists, as you can see, and there's a pull cord. So depending on what jacket you've got, you've kind of got to fold it over and pull it on, and obviously put it under it. But for wind, I always put them over to stop the wind from going up my arm in winter. You've got that pull cord to keep the inside waterproof as well. It's really good. So we're leaving this to cool down quite a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch these onto this high setting and to see how long they take to get hot. But I've got to say the quality, the bend, they're not stiff at all straight out the box. They are quite comfortable. And they look pretty good, don't they? For a set of gloves, they look pretty good. Okay, the plan now is to see how easy these are to operate. So we're riding along. Let's see how easy this is to turn on. So it's not that easy to switch on while riding. Like, that's one on. That says it's on the red setting. Let's do the same to this one. Takes a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, and they're on. Well, let's see how hot these get, how quickly. It's a nice sort of between 1 to 2 degrees today, so it's a reasonably good test for it. I would have gone for freezing temperatures, but unfortunately I can't control the weather. Oh my gosh, that's actually gotten really hot, like that quickly. Oh, right, it's all across the top of the hand where you want it to be, because when you're coupled onto this, this is where you get all the wind hit and the wind chill come through. So, oh, they are hot. Oh, like they're incredibly hot compared to what I'm used to. Oh, you beauty. That is like grabbing a nice round warm pumpkin. Oh, when you've come out from a cold, chilly day out. Oh, definitely. Yeah, very much like grabbing a nice pair of pumpkins. I can't believe how hot that is. So, in regards to the wind hitting it, my other gloves, they were quite, you could feel literally as in the air passing through. These don't feel to be as much letting the air through. What's a good thing, it means it's going to keep probably the heat in for longer. I've got to say, I'm going to have to turn these down in a minute. That is roasting. Oh, I can see if you were in the minus temperatures, these would be a lifesaver. I mean, like I said originally, I was riding back yesterday and my old heated gloves, they failed. And the freezing cold, it was pains in my hands where that is. And it's right down the thumb. I can feel it right down the thumb, right across the hand, right down to the end of the fingers. Oh, they are good. I like that. That's quite impressive. Oh. Yeah, so the red setting is definitely minus temperature setting. Right, let's just see if we can adjust it down to the next one. So we get a red and green symbol light up there on the power button. That's setting to, obviously that will last that little bit longer. About 265 minutes. So, yeah, happy days. And then let's see how easy it's changed down to the one setting. This is what a lot of us will be riding on in our sort of like, between that kind of 1 to sort of 5 degrees, I would have thought most of the time. But they do feel, that is a lovely heat right across the palm of the hand. I am superly impressed with them. Really, really am. So like I said, overall style, I'm really impressed. I mean, it's what you'd expect from a great brand like RST. Seriously, well made, feel like good, proper, firm, protective motorcycle gloves. And the heat is phenomenal. So, looking at the sort of time you're going to get out of these, your average ride where your average is going to go if you're travelling to a hotel, something like that, 100, 150 miles, these are going to be probably pretty good. Anything more than that, you're going to be looking at a double set of batteries, but the reality is most people are only going sort of the distance that these are going to be timed for. But a couple of battery packs and you'd be all there all day. Obviously they only come with one set of battery packs, as you saw inside the box. But yeah, build quality and feel of these is really, really impressive. And I've got to say, initial thoughts, now this is very initial thoughts, I've only just got them and time will always tell, but initial thoughts, these RST Paragons are probably the best heated stroke best gloves I think I've ever used. And for the money, happy days. Now 165 quid, 169.99 I should say, is not cheap. I absolutely appreciate that, and these are normally retailing around £200, so these are currently on offer. As always, I will put a link down in the description to where you can get them off of Amazon, but please shop around, look for a deal, and always go and try them on. But I'm size large, and these fit me absolutely perfectly and are super comfortable. Well padded, good winter gloves. Yeah, I'm impressed with them. Style, looks and everything, I'm very, very impressed. I'm bombing along this road at the national speed limit, obviously no quicker. I can just hold my hand out like this cold, and I feel no air movement coming into these gloves. Literally no air movement at all. Now, every other pair of gloves, if I was riding along now, I generally feel a little bit, but it feels like I'm inside, literally inside with my hands near a nice warm fire. Yeah, I'm pleased with my purchase because I think these are worth the money, and hopefully they're going to last me a good few years. Time will only tell though, but yeah, impressed. They definitely get a thumbs up from me, definitely.
Well, there you go, another absolutely awesome episode. I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people that hit that lovely red button and subscribe to this channel. Without you guys, this channel couldn't grow, and it's going from strength to strength to strength. So thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Also, giving us a comment and a thumbs up. I massively appreciate it. I also want to say a massive thank you to my patrons. These guys are the ones that help support this channel every single month, and without them I couldn't keep this content coming as quickly as I do, and let alone afford all the equipment and all the stuff we need to make these episodes happen. So thank you so much to my patrons. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way and becoming part of what I like to call the executive patron club, then you can from as little as £1 a month, and you go via the link down in the description to Patreon. You get to see the videos first, and you get your names in the credits of every single video, and do you know what, you get to comment on them first, and there's a live chat on there. It is really a helmet head sort of exclusive club. It is really, really cool. So please check that out. Like I said, a link down in the description, as well as the merchandise shop where you can buy the most coolest t-shirts in the world. And of course, you've got things like the water bottle, the mug, all the stuff you see in other episode. It's all there in the merchandise shop for you to own yourself. So please go and click in the link, check out the shop, buy the mug that makes everything taste a million times better. Not proven or guaranteed. And then, of course, we live by 3 famous sayings on this channel. The most important sayings, the gospel of life, the thing that we all live by. And of course, that's eat pie, ride motorcycles, and be happy. I'll see you in the next bonkers helmet head adventure. Bye-bye for now.
Tonight we're running on the right track.